Hey everybody, Artosis here, bringing you more CasterMuse Narak StarLeague. Right now, we are in Group G, and we're in the loser match. The loser here will be eliminated from the tournament. The winner will go up against our user for that final slot in the round of 16 from Group G. Of course, we've already seen Fengji, our Chinese pro, advance, which is really exciting, really cool. Can't wait to see him play a bit more. Obviously, the best-of-1 format can be a little bit tricky. Is he going to be able to keep up that type of play? We'll see. But here we are now in a Terran versus Zerg. Here in the top left of AGGRO, we have True. And in the bottom right, we have Ample. All right, looks like Ample is going to go for a wall in. That's why this SCV is going out here. But yeah, AGGRO is just a solid map. Good map overall. You know, the bottom right spawn is very nice for Terran because there is a Zergling tight wall in here where your Marines pop out on the inside. And that is like, anytime you have a wall like that, you should probably do it. You should probably do it. You put a depot here, you put a depot here, barracks here, completely safe. Basically nothing kills you in the early game with Zerglings. You never have to build a bunker or anything. It's really, really nice stuff. So that's what he's going for right now. And we'll see what type of play that he wants to go for. I mean, I think it's just going to be straight up bio. That's kind of how Ample normally plays. True, on the other hand, is so aggressive generally, right? Like, I talked about this before. This guy was a very popular StarCraft 2 pro gamer, had some very good results in that, and with very aggressive, mostly Zergling-based play, to be honest. Now, is he going to be able to do something like that here against Ample? Against the wall-in, it's going to be hard to make Zergling aggression work. So he might need to go for, you know, a more laid-back game. Not entirely sure. But it is going to be a little bit before this really gets going, right? Because it's like, this looks like a standard 2-hatchery opener, and even if it was not, again, the wall, completely safe. So while we're waiting for that, and you're waiting for this to kind of get going, click that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. It's awesome to be having these casts come out every single day. I'm really very happy with ArtosisCasts, and hope you guys are as well. I'm always reading all the comments and everything, and yeah, thank you for watching, guys. I appreciate it, and I hope to keep this channel going forever. So, gets a little scout off, just sees the actual layer timing. That is a very, very fast layer. That was like a 252 layer, so that kind of shows the intention is to get those Mutalisks out as quickly as possible. Even by a few seconds makes a big difference. But because it's cross-spawn, that kind of negates how quickly they'll come. If it would be much more dangerous for Ample if you were here, right? Like if the Mutas come and your turrets are halfway done instead of all the way done, it's a big difference. You can definitely lose several extra SCVs because of that. But he scouts it, and again, because of the cross spawn, you're not really too worried about it. And this is actually an engineering bay first. Okay, so Ample is showing that he does once again want to play kind of aggressively. The very quick engineering bay points us towards 4 to 5 barracks. Now, 4 barracks is generally what is done against 2 hatchery play. 5 technically can be done, especially when you have a wall. But I don't think it'll be 5 because of the speed of the layer. Like, I think 4 is a more sustainable number here. But without any doubt, it is definitely Ample planning to be very aggressive. And what we're going to see, right, he's got his +1 going. He'll start stim. And then he's going to start dropping down extra barracks. Now, some of the tricks with this are, like, for instance, you build slightly less turrets because you're controlling the pace of the game with your Marines being out in front of your base as opposed to in your base behind turrets. So you've got to kind of balance that correctly to where you have enough turrets that they deter the mutas for long enough that your Marines can threaten. But if you don't, if you overbuild turrets, you can't afford all the Marines out of all the barracks you're making, basically, I guess is what I'm trying to say here. So there go up 2 barracks. He should be putting at least 1 more down. Here it comes. And we'll see if he puts an additional. Like, if he goes 5, that's really wild. I don't think he's going to, but we'll see. Now, with this base up here, this could be the focus of attention here. This is a shorter rush distance for him than necessarily... Well, I mean, I guess this natural is a similar length as this hatchery, but going cross-map is a lot harder than going straight up the side. When you go straight up the side, there's not as many angles that things can come in at. Now, it is the 4 racks. He is getting the range upgrade ASAP, and he's going to have to throw down some turrets now. Yeah, there you go. Just starts them right at that moment. It's going to need at least 1 or 2 up here as well. Mutas are being made. Look at this. 8 mutas in production right now, and he's getting carapace. Oh, that's fascinating. That's not that popular, actually, right now. Right now, a lot of Zergs like to get attack upgrades for their Mutalisks. Because they are used just consistently for that harassment, so the extra damage really helps. But when you get the armor upgrade, I like to say that it's like for battle mutas. Like when you get armor, you can fight the Marines a bit better. You can actually take those engages. So that's kind of interesting. I'm excited to see exactly what True is going to do, like strategically and tactically with these mutas with that armor upgrade. Okay, so right now, Ample coming out the front. He has his 4 racks positioned. Couple turrets here, couple turrets here, couple turrets here. 1 over at the choke to slow down Depot Death. And here the mutas go. Okay, so this is kind of the important part, right? He's going to dive with these mutas. Let's see how much damage he gets. Oh, he loses a muta. Doesn't get that much. Gets like a couple SCVs. In the meantime, these Marines walking across the map. A lot of mutas are being produced right now. And look at this great spread of the Zerglings, of the Overlords. This is, like, see, this Zergling was in the center, got shot, he pulled it back. He's just keeping tabs on where this Bioforce is going. Notice this Marine being stemmed off to the side. He's actually trying to figure out where the third base is. You know that there's a third base right now, but you don't know where it's at. So he's trying to check that out. In the meantime, we have a single sunken being made just for safety's sake. +1 attack is done, but +1 armor is going to be done pretty quickly for these mutas. And of course, this is a very small group of Marines. These mutas can absolutely take that out, but he kind of dropped the ball there, I have to say. I feel like he could have turned and actually eliminated that force, but instead goes into the main, and he's taking a lot of hits here. Even a missile turret on this side. Oh, man. Lots of turret hits on these mutas. He does fly out and over, but ends up losing 5 mutas and taking a bunch of damage on 4 more. Not that much damage, honestly. A couple starports on the way. 33 SCVs right now. Like, that's pretty solid. That's pretty solid still here for Ample. Definitely not worried for him right now. We have the armory coming up, so definitely looking towards getting a couple Valkyries. Okay, I think we just had a scan here. So Ample figures out where this base is. He is marching towards it right now. The armor upgrade is done for the Mutalisks, so they definitely have more potential in a fight against this bio. Hydralis Den is done. Lurker upgrade started. I'm not sure about this right now for True. It feels to me like Ample has a pretty good position right now. Like, the mutas haven't done very much to him. He's got a very healthy Marine medic count. When he gets 2 Valkyries out, it's going to be hard to hold on to anything. If True can get a couple of Lurkers at the ramp before this Bioforce gets there, okay, good. He's safe. I'm not sure I see that happening. We're going to follow these mutas around as they try to find a way in to get some damage. See that? Moving in, trying to lure some of the units out of position. So he's looking for little outcrops like that. If you have a flat line against the mutas can't... Well, they can attack it, but it's much less efficient, right? What you're looking for is anything that's stray off just a little bit. Mutas don't have great range, so you want to take as few shots as possible in that little swipe in. Okay, here we go. The muta's getting ready once again. Just keep dogging these Marines. The Lurker upgrade is almost done here. Do we have a couple Hydras? Okay, well, he has double sunken, which I didn't expect to see there, but okay, cool. Valkyries are about to be out. More medics coming up. Here's a single Valkyrie right now. Okay, this The armor upgrade, by the way, does help immensely against the Valkyrie missiles. Like, really a lot. So much more. It makes them so much better against the Valks. The Valks still counter them, but not nearly as much. All right, a little bit of micro there to take down the Marine Meg Force slightly. Lurkers coming out, but the thing is, with a defense like this, you technically can walk around it, but you might get trapped if you do that. Oh, this is a really great move to kill those off. Okay, very quick thinking there from Ample. And in fact, he is going to go ahead and attack in a double sunken double lurker. Can he actually break it? Yes, it looks like he can. The two lurkers go down. The sunken's going to be following right thereafter. And this base is going to get busted. All right, Ample with the very aggressive play. Pulling the trigger there. I didn't think he was going to. But he did fantastically, and now this base is gone. This is a very bad position for True, but this is a popular way to play against that. If they do something like that, a bunch of units are out of position, just counterattack with everything that you have. Runs in here, but he's going to lose two lurkers before they even burrow. Down come the Valkyries to help out against these mutas as well. The lurkers trying to run all the way up to the choke, and while they'll kill a bunch of Marines here, they're not far enough in, I don't think. Oh! Okay, well, he's like, okay, well, we will run them far enough in then. And I think Ample just has enough. And as he clears these up, that is pretty much a game win for Ample. This has become very close to impossible for True. Now, he is getting consumed. So probably the last-ditch effort here should be trying to sneak around with Defiler Ling Lurker. There's not going to be that many irradiates. Well, it looks like he's actually starting to build them. But when you open Valkyrie, obviously that takes away a couple of irradiates. A couple of your early vessels don't get made because you're making Valkyries instead. So, like, I don't know. I don't think that there's really much of any chance here. In fact, Ample sees what's going on. He sees this backstab coming in. It's kind of predictable because it's really the only thing left to you as Zerg. Like, you can't fight him straight up. You can't hold on to anything straight up. You have to try to threaten death. And the thing is, again, if you... Like, let's say he has 4 lurkers here with a Defiler. Okay. Maybe there's a comeback right there. But definitely very far behind at the moment. Having a hard time getting in there. Look, a little counterattack comes up. Even Fire Bats coming out. This is going to be a very easy clear. Down goes the lurker, down go the lings. This hatchery going to be killed off as well. A few lings going off the side. GG, True is eliminated. Ample goes to the final match.